Hello, it's Bill, the Knee Pain Guru. Today is Monday, June 7th, 2021. And today we're going to talk about avoiding knee replacement with stem cell injections. And I got this idea for this topic for this video from Stella Bella. Stella Bella sent in a question last week on the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel, and this was around her situation with cartilage degeneration in her knees, as well as, how about I read it? Okay, Stella Bella says, I have had stem cells put in both knees, and it never worked and cost me $15,000 out of my savings. My twin died having knee surgery, and of course, I don't want to take the chance myself. Thank you for your information that I can think about. So here's what to look at in regards to stem cell injections, bone-on-bone, cartilage degeneration, stem cells, like kind of taking things into consideration when you're looking in that direction. My question to you is, when you're in that situation, you're diagnosed with bone-on-bone, and you're a perfect candidate for a knee replacement surgery. My question to you is, if you didn't have pain or difficulty with range of motion, would you have a knee replacement surgery? Simple question. Simple question, regardless of what your diagnosis says, regardless of what your doctor says, regardless of what your family and friends say. If you were told you were a perfect candidate for knee replacement surgery, would you care what your diagnosis was if you didn't have pain and you had no problems with range of motion? Simple question. Most people that I have asked over the past 13 years would say no. I wouldn't even go to the doctor. And this is where there's a little bit of a confusion that takes place, because people get stuck in their diagnosis. Now, this is to say diagnosis is important. We need to know what we're dealing with. We need to know what is going on to make sure nothing is broken or torn in the knee. However, once we find that out from the doctor's perspective, from the conventional Western medical model perspective, we can have the understanding that the body has the infinite capacity to heal itself. And if it's not doing so, there's something in the way preventing it from doing so. And this is the idea with stem cell injections in the knee. Obviously, a very expensive procedure, $15,000, and insurance doesn't cover it, based on what Stella Bella was sharing. However, what you're doing is not understand, or what Stella isn't, what a person in that situation is not understanding, is the dynamics that is going on in the knee, in the legs, and in the body, which is causing the joint to wear to begin with. We have a tension pattern in the knee joint caused by accident, injury, surgery, trauma, your life. You're human. You live your life. Something happens, causes your body to tense up. That tension squeezes out the synovial fluid in the joint, causing the joint to dehydrate, which is the diagnosis of all arthritis. All arthritis. Ask your doctor. Don't take my word for it. Ask your doctor. And you'll even see it on your diagnosis. You'll look on the sheet, and it'll say arthritis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, whatever arthritis it is, it'll also have dehydrated joint in there. I know this because I've asked doctors. So you have a dehydrated joint that needs lubrication in order for the joint not to wear, in order for the joint not to hurt. But this neurological tension pattern that is going on in your body because of the accident, injury, surgery, trauma, whatever has happened in your life that may be happened to your knee or not. You stub your toe, you clench your jaw, The toe is connected to the jaw. So we have to look at the bigger picture of what's going on in your body. So in the case of stem cells, they're trying to take this tense joint that is dehydrated, and they're trying to stick a needle in there to lubricate the joint, to get the nourishment in the form of stem cells, to get the cartilage and the meniscus in the joint to begin to regenerate. But it's not addressing the tension pattern that's going on in the neurology, causing the joint to tense, be tight, and squeeze out the synovial fluid to begin with. So it's kind of like you're throwing good money after bad. You're not zooming out, looking at the bigger picture. And people say, well, how come the doctors and physical therapists aren't saying this? They don't study this. This is on a different level. This is in a completely different realm that the conventional medical model doesn't look at. And when asked, doctors will say, well, how do you put a price tag on changing the neurology in the knee to create the space so that now the joint can be lubricated? It's their business model. Like, understand that. I'm not faulting them for that. You just have to look at what you're dealing with. And when you go to a doctor, understand that their answers to you is going to be somewhat limited. So, limited in the sense of it needs to fall into 4 categories. Prescription drugs, does it apply? Shots, like stem cell injections. Surgery, knee replacement, or physical therapy. It has to fall in those categories. Otherwise, the doctors can't have you do it. So they have a certain box that you need to fit in. If you don't fit into that box or choose not to fit into that box, then we have to have a different conversation, which is why I do these videos. So it goes back to that initial question. You have arthritis, bone on bone. You're a perfect candidate for knee replacement surgery. The joint is degenerating and wearing. This has been going on for a while. You've been in pain. And now my question to you is, would it matter what your diagnosis is if you didn't have an issue with pain or range of motion in the joint? If you were living your life the way you wanted to without restrictions of what was going on in your knee? Most people would say no. So it leads us down in a very different direction, leads us in a different direction in terms of understanding how to create comfort in the joint, how we can set up the conditions for your body to begin lubricating the joint, to relax the tension patterns, creating comfort, relaxes the tension pattern and causes the joint to have space, more space than it currently does. And that allows the water that you're drinking to have an opportunity to get into the joint to lubricate the joint. Like this is like a common sense thing. Well, you would think it's a common sense thing. There's not all that many people that think this way. The people that I work with, the clients that I work with, think this way because in order for this to work, you have to have the understanding of how your body works. And we don't get the manual when we're born as to how it works. So we're just taking some steps back and going, well, if I create comfort in my knees, my knee starts feeling better. Like that. Because we're working with the reflexes. The reflexes that fire at 286 miles per hour in your body that allows the body to begin to unwind and let go of the tension patterns that are going on in the knee joint. But we also have to take into consideration what's going on in the rest of the body. Then we got some people here on the line. Let's see. From Facebook as well as YouTube. If you have questions, please type those in. I will see those. I'd be more than happy to answer whatever questions that you have. If this video makes sense, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru channel. Turn on notifications for future videos, as well as share it with your friends. They're real easy to spot because they limp. Okay, got that out of the way. And that's my reality. That's the reality of the clients that I work with. Create comfort in the joint, set up the conditions so the body can begin to heal itself. Water, nutrition, breathing, mindset, stretching, supplementation, mobility, exercise. So you'll notice that we aren't just going from you being on the couch and then exercising and strengthening your legs. Your body is way more nuanced than that. There's a lot more to it than just going from in pain, I've had surgery, now I got to strengthen the legs. Because you have to understand that there is a neurological tension pattern that has been fundamentally changed in your knee when it's been in pain for an extended period of time. We have to change that neurology, get it comfortable. So when you exercise, you're not reinforcing the dysfunctional tension pattern that exists in your knee. It's like if you build a house on a crooked foundation, you're going to have a crooked house. So when you injure your knee, your foundation of your body gets crooked. So what we need to do is create comfort. So now when you move from there, when you start exercising from there, when you start doing things from there, you're not going to be in pain. And that's where people get stuck on the hamster wheel. But I've tried everything. I've tried everything and nothing that I do gets my knee out of pain. Well, because everything you're doing is causing pain. And there are things that exist in the realm of possibilities that don't cause pain. And we have to begin to do those, teach you those, begin to learn how to do those things that change the neurology and create comfort in your knee. So you aren't going to be suffering every time you move. This making sense? Give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for future videos. If you want to know what to do next, you can head on over to my website, thekneepainguru.com. I have a newsletter there that really goes into send you out emails every day. It's about changing your mindset. Getting your knee out of pain is actually pretty simple and straightforward. It's changing your mindset so you don't go do the things that got you into pain to begin with. That's the hard part. So we need to zoom out. We need to look at a lot of factors. A lot of factors. So you can get on the newsletter. You can set up a time for an appointment, schedule a consultation. Now, just so we're clear, the consultation is not really designed to get you out of pain. The consultation is designed to get you clarity so you know the direction that you're going. Whether or not you choose to get my help or go the conventional Western medical model or do a hybrid of the two, and you have practitioners in your area that you work with, that'd be great. But you have to have clarity on how to take those steps forward to begin getting your knee to heal. So those appointments are designed to do that. And if you want, like, how do I do it? How do I sign up? I have a group coaching program called Knee Club. Knee Club, we meet twice a week in a group coaching call. It's a Zoom call. I have the members of Knee Club. They show up. They ask their questions. They listen to other members of what they're struggling with. They get insights and understandings on deeper levels of what is causing their pain and what they could begin doing to take those steps, because we focus on baby steps. Think about anytime you get stuck in pain, it's because you've taken too big of a step. If you go from sitting on the couch to exercising and strengthening your legs, reinforcing the dysfunctional tension pattern that causes pain, which makes you want to sit back on the couch again, makes you not want to exercise. So what we need to do is break that down into baby steps, that it's real easy to go forward. And what that leads to is exponential growth in terms of your body being able to heal your knee. When we make it easy, and we make it easy every time you show up to the call, you never slow down. You just keep improving, because that's the idea. Getting out of knee pain is actually really easy if you understand it through a different lens. You have to look at it. Your mindset is key, and that needs to be addressed first. Because if you have no hope, if you feel helpless and hopeless and frustrated and stuck and angry and pissed off every time your knee does whatever, well, then boop, you're right back at the beginning again. If this is making sense, give it a thumbs up. Like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel. Turn on notifications for future videos. And then your next action steps. Below this video, in the description box, are those 4 links. To the Knee Pain Guru site, to schedule an appointment, sign up for Knee Club. No questions are coming in. We have some people on here. I'll hang out for a minute. Let's see. I'm not much for like, social media is not my thing. I'm really great at getting people out of pain in terms of figuring out like what is the trendy thing to talk about. I'm not your guy. I'm all about solutions. So, okay. Well, this replay will be up. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, type those in. I use those on future videos, which is why you want to subscribe to it so you get notification of those future videos. We have our Knee Club calls on Mondays and Thursdays. We'll have Knee Club today, this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As of the date of this recording, it's on Monday. Next one is Thursday at 5 p.m. Begin with the Quick Start Guide. When you first sign up, it's a template that works with no matter what you got going on with your knee. You begin working with the template that will start giving you relief today, now. Like, you don't have to wait to begin getting relief in your knee. And then we'll catch you on the next call. You'll immediately go into an email list that will get the notifications of the next Knee Club call. And you just click on that link. It brings you into the room. And we chat at that time. Yeah, that's what I got. So, okay. Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, going to sign off for today. Have a wonderful day. I will see you on the next one.